I was on TikTok earlier. Wait, I hope y'all day as well, okay? It's raining outside. And it seems like it rain when I'm sad, when I'm happy, or when I ask it to, or when I just need a spark of joy. I need to listen to what's being said, okay? Like it's raining harder. Yeah, I've been through a lot and a lot of stuff. I be wanting to make y'all laugh. I like to tell y'all stories about stuff that happened to me and think that was funny because I like to spread joy. I also want to let y'all know that y'all aren't going through life alone, and that since I am here to help, black single mothers over the age of 30 heal from past traumas to reclaim their mental clarity, like we got to break free from that, okay? And I'm doing this, and I'm teaching y'all this all from the comfort of your home. You don't gotta leave home to do this. I know how busy you be, but I do want to share something like really personal with y'all because life ain't all like sunshines and rainbows, and I just want to be a little bit more transparent to let y'all know some things that I've been through. And if y'all go watch my TikTok, y'all watched the video where I just went live and talked about how I had a miscarriage that was brought upon me by this guy who really wanted a baby, and I didn't want any more children because I know the abuse he was putting on to me, but like we was finally getting a little bit more money, and he wanted another baby really bad. Like he was like just so in love. I want to have a baby with you. I want to have a baby with you. And I gave in. Y'all. Okay, I wanted to get that. I wanted to make sure I go ahead and say that because YouTube save the video so y'all can go back and watch this as many times as y'all want. But let's get into it. I realized that we cannot heal from what we do not accept. We have to acknowledge it, and even though we can accept and acknowledge it, when we have to put like emotions or a feeling to what we felt like so we can release that and make room for more to come in, or we'll be stuck in certain mindsets or certain positions or certain places. But y'all, I'm telling y'all right now, I've been through so much where I really like to expand on the beauty and the good stuff. However, I don't want people out here to feel like that they're going through stuff alone or that you are the only one, because one of the hardest and harshest places to be is to be in a dark place and feel like you're the only one going through it. And one of the harshest things to be is like feeling like you got a community around you, or you have angels and guides watching over you and guiding you, but you still feel so alone. You be feeling like ain't nobody going through this but you. You be like, I'm the only person who went through this. And out of that, Lord, why me? Why I'm going through this? Why I had to go through this? So, my ladies, I am no stranger to having broken hearts. Y'all, it was a time that I was in my 20s, and the guy I was with at the time wanted to have a baby, okay? He wanted to have another baby so bad. We was in the streets. We was getting street money. It was coming in nice and fast. However, I really didn't want no more kids, but, my baby, like this guy I was in love with, wanted another baby. So I got pregnant. Yes, because it would be times I'm like, I'm not keeping this. I do not have what it takes to take care of this baby. However, I felt like we was in, what's up, Chase? We was in a place where, we could financially take care of this baby. Even though mentally thinking about it, I was in no mindset or a healthy situation or environment to take care of another baby. But y'all, thanks, Chase. I hope I'm a vibe you can kick it with. Go ahead and subscribe. Share this. Y'all can share this live with 3 or 5 people, because I can guarantee you somebody has gone through this, is going through this, or know somebody who is or has gone through this, and they need this love, and they need this. They need to know that they're not alone, okay? But y'all, it was times like I'd be tired because we be working, we up here driving all over, we making deliveries. It was time we had to take our children with us. Wasn't the most positive and most conscious thing as a parent, but I wanted to keep my babies near, and I didn't like my babies being all over the place. So y'all, I was tired. We was working nonstop. It wasn't we wasn't into a field. What's up, lazy? We wasn't in a field where you could just take breaks. Like if people need a product, we had to make sure we can serve them these products. But y'all, he wanted us to have another baby. and got pregnant. He was so in love with the fact, I wasn't trying to hide it no more. I remember having this black dress on out in the suburbs. And Lazy, hola, hola, papi, hola. I acknowledge you, sweetheart. I see you. I know that you're here. So had the baby. He's rubbing on my stomach. One of his partners from Toledo was visiting us, and he like, "Oh, you pregnant?" And I was gonna say no, okay, because I really didn't want people to know. But the guy was like, "Yeah, she pregnant." He was very happy, okay, y'all. He had these psychiatrists. This dude flipped out one night, came in. He was already zooted. He was off something. But this is the baby that he begged me to have. He wanted to have. Got pregnant with this baby, y'all. Pulled me out the bed. Oh, I had my phone open. I'm about to go ahead and let y'all know. I had my phone open. I was on Facebook. He didn't want me to be on Facebook. Now I know, as I got older, why he didn't want me to be on Facebook. He was up to some stuff. Anywho, he was going through my Facebook. Through my messages. And this is the thing, some was old freaking messages, but it is what it is. Y'all, I'm out there. He pulls me off the bed by my leg, okay? First, he was trying to pull me off by my arm. I didn't know what was going on. I'm doing like this. I got woke up out my sleep like that, and he yanked me off the bed by my leg. I was on the floor. He stumped on my stomach. He was fighting me. Y'all, my stomach was hurting so bad. I'm balling up because I really couldn't do too much. I was hurting. I was pregnant. When you like getting attacked, you balling up. You trying to protect your baby. You trying to protect your face and stuff when you get hit and everything. I don't want this to be a warning, a trigger warning to anyone. So some things I'm gonna have to create a platform where we can talk to, like, one-on-one, because I do not want to traumatize anyone, especially if you're going through this or if it's just a bit too much, okay? And so I started bleeding. I started bleeding out in the bed. I could not get up to take care of my children. He took my children to a different city, which was like, I said like 25, 30 minutes away. It wasn't that far, but he took them to be cared for while I bled out in the bed. It was days I was in the bed, okay? I don't remember eating. I don't even remember him, like, if he did come in the room, like, he'd grab his stuff, flick the light on. He didn't acknowledge me. I'm there bleeding. I'm hurting, okay? He didn't apologize. No, none of that. Until, like, I want to say, like, 3 or 4 days later. I believe it was 4 days later, but I'll say 3 to 4 days later. It felt like an eternity. Y'all, I didn't get up to go to the bathroom, to urinate, to bowel movement. I was just, like, in that bed. Felt like I was dying, okay? Felt like I was dying. I'm in the bed. I remember him coming in like, "Get up, you need to get up." And I'm like, I can't. He's seeing all this blood on the bed. He's disgusted. He was disgusted in the most, like, ucky and yucky ways. But I couldn't. I was like, oh shit, I'm about to die. I'm gonna lay here. I'm gonna be here. I cannot move. I'm hurting. I'm bleeding out. And I was going through so much emotionally, and I didn't know how to conjure all that and how to transmute that energy into anything positive except for what it was. He wanted me to get up and shower. He's like, "Oh, look at you, you bleeding everywhere, you nasty." Remind you, me and him both know I'm not having no periods. I'm bleeding. I said I'm losing my baby. I do remember talking on the phone with this girl named Kaya. I was telling her, because everybody, admired our relationship. Everybody looked up to us. I'm like, he just beat me up so bad. I'm laying on the bed. Told her what happened. Y'all, he was disgusted. He like, "Get up and go shower." There was so much blood in that bed. You can press like this and you can see like blood in the mattress. Okay, this is a whole mattress, white mattress. He grabs my arm, yanks me out the bed. He's pulling me, so I'm being dragged to the bathroom, getting in the shower. He cuts on the shower. I try to adjust it, like, just wash up, shower. So I'm just, washing up, gave me the soap, but I'm moving slow because I'm hurting and I'm crying. I'm a little blood, I'm bleeding. He like, "Pee." Pee. I'm like, "What do you mean?" He like, "Push down like you gotta pee." He pressed on my stomach right here. Y'all, a blood clot came out about that. I was passing blood clots like the size of peaches and plums, okay? Y'all, went ahead and did that. He wanted me to, ask me to go ahead and pee, squat down like I had to pee. Long story short, we went to the hospital. Oh, I didn't have no pads, y'all. I had to use tissue. I had to use a bunch of tissue because I didn't have no pads. I was pregnant. I didn't have pads around. I used tissue. I put that in my panties. I'm saying this to let y'all know y'all not the only ones going through something. I don't want y'all to be out here embarrassed of situations that have happened to y'all and y'all don't heal from it because y'all don't have nobody to talk to or you don't know who to talk to. Like, I be as transparent with y'all as possible, and I've been through way more. I be letting y'all know if y'all been through it, I ain't been through it. chances are I done been through it, or I probably done did it worse or had a worse situation. And I'm not saying that what your situation been through is, we're not, I definitely wouldn't like bypass like, hey, it wasn't all that bad. No, your feelings are valid. Your situations, your experiences are valid. And I love you and I thank you for being here. And I'm grateful that you found a way to be out. And if this have reached you, please share this with 3 or 5 people, because it's somebody who went through this. It's somebody who's going through this. It's somebody who needs to know that they're not alone. And it's somebody out here who needs to know that, like, hey, she can help me. She said she helped and she lived through this. She moved through this and she's operating on a different frequency where she's able to give this information, and it's coming from a pure, genuine place with the purpose of helping people like me, because I'm out here with the purpose to help people like you. So y'all, I go to the hospital. He told me, definitely don't tell the doctors what happened. Okay. Don't tell them we got into a fight. I'm like, a fight? You just whooped on me. This wasn't no fight. This couldn't have been this one a fair fight. This one an uneven fight. This was not a fight. This was all your doing. You had it in a bag, okay? Hi, Melissa. Hello, Melissa. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the hearts. Thanks for the hearts. So, y'all, I did not tell the doctors what was going on. However, they saw the bruises on my face. They saw the bruises on my stomach. They called the police. The police came in, and they asked him what's going on. The guy I was with left. He's telling me he's sorry that had happened and everything. And, he was going through a lot as, bullsh, because it happened. However, I'm saying this, y'all, I just want to let y'all know this. It's people out here, women, I congratulate y'all, because for one, we can bleed for 7 days without dying. For two, we can go through so much and still have a heart that was cultivated and that is embedded in our DNA to love and to be genuine and to give. And I love that for us. Y'all, I was in the hospital missing my babies. However, I wanted to get back to my babies. I know I had just lost one, but I'm ready to get back to my babies, y'all. He had bought me gifts. This the kicker. It was a bunch of bags, but it wasn't that much stuff in the bags. And I was thinking, like, it was like one thing in like each bag, 2 things in each bag. So he must have was like, I'm sorry, but I ain't that sorry. I'm going to go see different stores and I'm going to just buy one thing, get one thing to make it seem like a lot. But, y'all, I had held that in for a long time, and I felt like disgust and with myself also, because I remember the look on his face when he was watching me in that shower, okay? And that wasn't the first time that he stood over me while I bathed in the shower. And what makes things even more crazier, that's a pet peeve of mine. Like, I'm triggered when a man wants to stand there and watch you shower and then look at you like nigga, do you want to get in the shower with me? Because you're more than welcome to get in the shower with me. Like, I would prefer that. I would prefer to share love and stuff instead of to feel like I'm being like watched to be judged. I don't like that. That's like, I run from that, okay? I run from that. I don't want to watch to be judged or for somebody to find something to pick at me or try to critique or try to correct me in a harsh or judgmental way. Like, that's something I shy away from it. I don't want it, And I know it's people coming from genuine places like, hey, I know this can help make you better. And I want to let y'all know, y'all not broken, okay? You're not broken. You have maybe been in some positions or places or situations that had broke you, where you felt, broken, but you're not broken. You was being reorganized because, our Creator wanted us to rebuild you, restructure you in a way that you can be so strong that you can come back and help others, because they're like, well, you know what? I was built for this. And you know what? Oh, excuse me, you like, dang, like I'm down, like I can't get back up. But the reason why you're down there is because a stronger, more solid foundation is being implemented right then and there. So I want to let you know, like, you just being restructured. You are strong and you got this, okay? We gotta trust the process. This is silly, right? I'd be like, I have to remind myself, you gotta trust the process. Like, hair gonna grow back. You know how you shave? And when that hair grow back, it be a little itchy. And you like, dang, the hair growing back. Like it's something happening. Even though you may not see it right there, but you like, you know what? I got to trust the process. I shaved. I know the hair got to come back. And it's a little itchy. It's a little pricky. And that's how we have to trust the process. And I like that situation had broke me in a way where I didn't feel whole, I didn't feel worthy, I didn't. It's a lot of situations that I'm like, dang, what next? How much more? And at the same time, you gotta be careful what you ask for, because I feel like I was getting answers and I wasn't even consciously asking for the answers. It was just like one thing after the next thing after another. But I was definitely being built for things that certain people can go through or would not have been taken, or went through these things and they not even here on this earth anymore, physically, in physical form. But y'all, I did not feel like I was. It was a time where I knew I was pretty, right? But it was times I didn't feel beautiful. It was times I didn't even feel seen, because I'm like, you know what? When somebody asks you to hold something and to carry something so precious and so golden and so high vibrating, and such a high vibrating form is life, they begging you to do this, and then you finally accept. You like, yes. Yes, like it's like you like, I'll take this beautiful gift and I'll transform this for you. Yes, like you love me and I love you. I'm going to do this for you. And I know the process is 9 months. I'm going to carry this for you, and I got you. Okay, we're gonna love this being. And out of nowhere, like, I accepted this gift. I accepted what you gave me to carry for you, and then you came along and you beat it up out of me. You didn't ask for my permission. I didn't ask you for this. You wanted me to take on this gift, and I accepted this gift and with full heart, to nurture, to carry, to love, and to be this mother, to be this carrier, and then you snatched it from me in the most destructive way possible. I feel like that's like one of the most horrible things that can happen to a woman. And if you have lost a child due to abuse, my heart goes out to you. I love you. Sorry that happened to you, and I want to let you know it happened to you so you can help women like us who have went through stuff like this. And I want to let them know, like, hey, I don't look like half of what I've been through. Certain people, a lot of people don't know the stuff that I've been through, because I'm laughing. I'm usually, I'm like a genuine happy person. I like to love. I feel like, thank God, like, it's not too much that can happen to me that makes me just the most horrible, nastiest, evilest Grinch in the world. Like, it's situations that I'll be out here like, dang, that's effed up. Ooh, that hurted. Like, ow, that hurt, Charlie. Charlie, that hurt. But I still be loving. And I feel like it's kind of, I feel like, seriously, I feel like you do have to be a certain type of crazy. I do feel like you have to be a certain type of crazy, because I be crazy enough to still feel like love. I feel like I'm crazy to a certain extent, where people like, you're not crazy. What you have is a gift. So I'll say I feel like I am gifted enough to keep on loving. I am gifted enough to be like, you know what? I'm gonna pray for them, because woo, baby, they went through some stuff, and I hope they get it together in this lifetime, because next lifetime ain't gonna be kind to them. So I am gifted enough. I want to let you know you are gifted enough to keep on loving, and you ain't giving up. I do want you to use wisdom. I do want to let you know everybody don't deserve to be around your energy, okay? Everybody don't. Everybody, I'm not saying we're so perfect, oh, they can't come around. I'm saying everybody do not deserve to be around your energy, because your gift is so magnetic and so special. It's in one of the most rarest forms that's ever been given to life forms on this earth. So I'm gonna need you to make sure you protect yourself a little bit more. Do not give your energy to everybody, okay? And it may have been things like beautiful gifts that's been bestowed upon you, and it seemed like they have been ripping or torn or squashed in the most destructive ways. And you're like, how? Because my heart was so beautiful, my mind was so beautiful, or my imagination was so beautiful, or what I had to offer was so beautiful, or that vision I had, like, or that secret I trusted with you with was so innocent. My body is so innocent, and it was done destructively. I want to remind you, like, hey, diamonds undergo a lot of pressure to become something so beautiful. In the world that we live in, like, scientific wise, like, it's people out here saying it's a whole new sun. It's a whole new sun in the sky. Like, this is some wonderful, beautiful things. It's some wonderful things going on. I want y'all to know, like, we're experiencing right now, okay? I said it rains. It rains when I really want to hear the rain. It didn't rain sometimes when I had asked. I put my hands to the ground and asked for the rain to come. Okay, it didn't rain when I was in my worst situations and cried and wanted to be comforted by rain. Me and my children then played in the rain. My mom used to let us go out and play in the rain when we were kids, and it rains when I want to feel happiness. The rain comes at the most perfect time, okay? It does that. That's why I'm like, we really are gifted. Like, we're not forgotten about. You not forgotten about, okay? Sometimes we miss signs when we're not present enough, but we ain't been forgotten about, baby. You have not been forgotten about. Look, we are all reflections of one another. I want to let you know, when you look at me and you like, oh, she's so pretty, I see that you pretty too. Or you like, oh, she's so wonderful, or she's so funny, or she keep going, or this girl, ooh, her mouth. I want to let you know, like, I just be authentically being me, okay? And I want you to know, like, that's in you too, okay? In the most beautiful, highest forms, whether you are feminine or masculine, whether you're a woman or a man, whether you be like, I'm not even effing with the gender. Let me tell you something. This is how I feel too. Like, the creator it's no big man in the sky, okay? The creator is non-gender. God is not just a woman or a man, okay? It's definitely a high vibrating energy. So I want to remind you all, like, you're going through something for a reason. You aren't your parents, okay? You are not your parents. Don't think, oh, because my parents went through this, I have to do this, or I'm going to repeat this. That's a lie. You don't have to repeat the stuff your parents done done. Oh, and the stuff you didn't saw your parents go through. I do understand some things are conditioning, but let me tell you something. Oh, excuse me. It don't even take one parent to be like, hey, that's not how we're gonna move around here. For you to be like, you know what? We don't gotta move around here like that. My mom said that. My dad said that. And also, I told my children, I'm gonna tell y'all this too, and I have to remind myself too, we are not our parents. Okay, we are born. We may be born looking like our parents. Okay, you may be born looking like your mom or dad, but you die looking like your choices. You have to make the choices that you need to make so you can be better. You have to make the choices you need to make so your children can be better. You need to make the choices you can make so your environment and your purpose can be better and be fulfilled. Like, it's raining even more harder, and it sounded like a synchronicity of a whole bunch of heartbeats, but it's like being played on the piano of the land. I love that. With that being said, if y'all haven't already liked, subscribed, comment, tap in, twin. I do want to make sure that there is a platform created for y'all so we can talk about certain things, and so y'all can be free to talk to me about certain stuff. Like, okay, you know what? She understands the science and the spirituality behind all this, and because she know that I want help. It's time for me to be helped right now. I cannot keep on holding on to stuff that's hurting my heart, my chest, my mind, that's causing me to shrink. And I no longer agree to keep on repeating cycles that's going to keep me in bondage or keep hurting me, okay? And the things we don't heal from, our children can inherit. The sins of the parents falls on the children, okay? We have to nip some stuff in the bud. Some things have to be spoken out on, okay? I remember talking to my cousin like 2 years ago, and we were talking, and it was sweet and beautiful conversation. It was short, but he was saying like, hey, you remember when Amy used to come check on us, and when we laid on the floor in the front room? And I knew exactly what he was talking about. Like, it's men out here who have been sexually abused too. It's men out here who has been sexually abused too. When you are a child, who do you have to speak up for you? Especially if other children are being sexually abused, and it's children and children abusing one another. Who do you have to speak out to? Okay, we have to learn how to heal from these things. Okay, I'm here to help y'all. Okay, I'm no stranger to hurt. I'm no stranger to pain. However, we can make that pain look beautiful. We can transmute that energy into something beautiful. Okay, this is the year to 9. It's time to heal. Okay. I am here offering my expertise, my realness, my authenticity, and guess what? I can even point you in a direction. It's little things that we can do out here. I do post things on my channel. I do want to make sure that I say things to keep you guys captivated, and so y'all can be engaged, and also so y'all can see who I am. However, it's so much more to me than what I post online. I'm letting y'all know who I am. I do like to spirit positivity and laughter, okay? Because I've been through some funny situations. However, I've been through some horrible situations, but I don't want to magnify those instances. I don't. I feel like the world been through a lot. I feel like we've been through enough pain, and this is a season of healing. and nurturing and compassion and creating. So with that being said, I also want to let y'all know we just can't bypass some things. We can't skip over it, okay? If you're like, if you're healing right here, right? If healed is right here, and then you got pain right here, and trauma right here, and you right here, then you skip over right there, and you just go one to the trauma, but the pain right here, you gotta go back. You gotta feel that pain. Ooh, that thunder sounds so pretty. You gotta go through that. You gotta overcome that trauma. You gotta identify it and heal from it, and then you can be healed. We can't skip any steps, y'all. We can't skip steps, okay? With that being said, I love y'all. Give me a kiss. Mwah. Always remember, everyone have a substance to be beautiful in their own special way, and blessings on your journey.